So hey fam, it's your girl out here again. Just gonna finish up my video from yesterday. I forgot to redo it yesterday. Well, it kind of stopped midway on me. Oh, look at your girl out here in the sun. It's so nice up here. Even here, it's only 74. It's not cold. It's not windy. It's just beautiful. Yeah, I should have been out here for meant to bring that cup out my car and put it in the trash. So people all up and down there sitting out. Not a lot, just a few. So I was talking about living the life and co-creating life with spirit, life lessons, healing for the soul. And how amazing that is. Being in that place to co-create your spirit. And how when you're a seer, you get to see things. I literally left off, I believe, at talking about being able to see in the spirit in which people come to you. A lot of people don't understand how discerning works, the gift of discerning of spirits. It basically is almost, what do you call that, psychological in a degree, whereas a psychologist or a psychiatrist may be able to understand why you think the way you think. But instead, it's more so of why you're saying what you're saying. And so probably it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of very discerning individuals are in the career of psychiatrists, therapists, psychologists, psychotherapists, and that sort, because they have a gift. That innate gift of discerning can be used in why people do the things that they do. When you listen and you talk to people, you understand why they're doing things, even when they themselves don't understand why they're doing what they're doing. And so when you start understanding why people say what they're saying, and the heart is revealed. The Bible even says that out of the mouth flows the issues of the heart. So basically what happens is anytime something is said, if you have that gift, you're able to discern why it's being said and what is the root of what is being said. I love those waves. Look at those waves, like, come baby, come baby, come baby. And so, look at that. And so, you understand, like, when a person's heart intent is to lift you up or to tear you down in everything that's said. And people don't understand that. And those with the gift that, mighty ways, those with the intent tear you down, or any type of intent. Even I recognize the gift to its capacity a few years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I was doing a piece on the Python spirit on my wall, my other wall. See how spirit makes all things great. He will just lead and guide you if you allow him, and just say what you want to say. He will lead and guide you every step of the way. So Python spirit, I did a report on that on my other Facebook page. Go to my other Facebook page if you're interested in the Python spirit. Let me tell you, for one, the Python spirit is activated and is working in a lot of ministries. The Python spirit is a spirit of a snake. It's a huge snake. They have been known to be in the Everglades, or Florida Everglades or whatever, but they will squeeze and choke the life out of you. So that just confirms for me that spirit is one of the spirits that I have been dealing with, and I'll get to this later in a part of my manifesto. What I have been dealing with over the last 4 years is a Python spirit. That's just one of the spirits that I have been dealing with, not including the Jezebel spirit and a spirit of divination. And so I'll go into detail about those spirits, because I've done lengthy teachings on them when I was in Christianity. But if you really want to look it up, the Python spirit in a nutshell of what I had said. And then there was a young lady who said something. She was just trying to but they say somebody trying to check you, they trying to come for you. She was just trying to comfort me. And but I can discern that she was trying to comfort me. She was asking a question, and she typed it, and I told her, I said, you don't really want to know the answer to the question. Because of who you are, you already know what it is. You're just trying to check to see if I know what I'm talking about. And who authorized you? Who do you think you are to come for me and to try and challenge me as to what it is I know? If we're Christians and we're sisters in this thing, you should never be coming to question another sister about. And if you do, then you should question her in her inbox. Don't try to make a public display for me, baby. Don't ever try to come for me publicly. You're not gonna you don't want no smoke when it comes down to what I know. You don't want, trust me. You don't want no smoke publicly, because I'ma humiliate you publicly. You want to do it publicly? I'ma humiliate you publicly. You come for me and want to humiliate me publicly? Be careful. Just be careful, okay? That's all I'm gonna say to that. But anyway, that's what she was doing. She was trying to come for me, and so I had to, call her out on it. And then I had, I went back at her, and I told her, this is where the spirit of discernment acts in. And yes, the spirit of discernment can be used in Texas, people, in Texas and in email. You can discern, accurately discern. Now the thing is this, you have to trust your intuition, because these MFers, that's what I'm going to call them, MFers, they don't ever want to acknowledge and give you a receipt that what you believe and what you say is actually true. You called me on it. You're right. That's exactly what I was doing. She would never say that. But I tell you this, after I sent her a lengthy text and called her out on it, and every word and everything that she had said, and highlighted back to her in her own words, and show her the spirits behind those words, she ain't respond no more. She just shut up. Because you wrong coming for me. And so the spirit of discernment began to show itself to me clearly there. This woman just want to comfort you. That's all she doing. She trying to comfort you because she think you don't know no better. And she trying to shut you up. See, a Python spirit wants to shut you up. It wants to quiet you. It doesn't want you to speak your truth. And that's what a lot of people are dealing with in this season, especially when you walk out of Christianity into spirituality. They want to shut us up. They don't want us talking about, Pharaoh, let my people go. They don't want us talking about pulling these people out of these churches because they're going to get a better relationship with the Most High when they walk away from the church. And all the church is doing is being a middleman and hindering the people from reaching God. They don't want to hear that. And so, well, we have the right to speak whatever we want to speak, no matter who, you know. There's certain things you're censored on the social media, certain things that you can say or not say. But at the end of the day, freedom of speech and your privacy of your home, what you say or what you say publicly, that's your business. So, going to basically say, so you have to be mindful when you're trying to truly help a person or you're hindering a person, because the person can tell. They can discern, and a lot of people can discern, and they don't realize they're discerning. Discerning is simply what the kids used to say, she ain't right. And you could be going to them and say, look, sweetie, don't do this, don't do that, and don't do that. They either going to respect you or they can be like, man, screw her. They have more discerning than they realize, because they're like, you're not truly trying to help me for my better good. You're trying to tear me down, or you're trying to do this. And they can discern it, but they don't really know what discerning is at some people at an early age. So just asking you to put your discerning skills on, trust your intuition. Healing for the soul basically is saying we have to really deal with our shadow selves. We have to deal with all of the issues of our past, present, so that we don't take them into a future. Deal with your issues. And a lot of it has to do with abandonment and neglection and rejection and being orphaned. And it's crazy because I was just driving, I was thinking, I'm saying, it's so many people out there talking about relationships and everything, but the real thing is men need help. I'm sure women need help too, but I have never seen so many men so immature and so off balance. It's like their ego is super inflated in the same area of their insecurities. And it's like, if you don't realize, like, everyone can see that you're just super inflated. Ego is trying to hide up your insecurities and your fears. Why don't you just balance that stuff out, people, so we don't have to deal with that super inflated, overly inflated ego. And women too, I'm sure we have, I guess that's why that guy was knocked off the box, telling women they not a 9 when they really probably are. It's more than money out here that meets the eye, trust me. But you can't deal with people who want money and then think that, okay, things are going to be okay with a person who's all about the money, because your pockets ain't that deep. You get with somebody just for money, baby, your pockets ain't deep enough to just want to be with me for money. I'm telling you now, ain't none of your pockets is deep enough. Because if we're going to have a relationship based on just money and sex, oh, your pockets ain't deep. They're not deep enough. Trust me. Because money can be a whole addiction. And trust me when I tell you, I can go through some money faster than you really. Faster than you think. You don't want me for money. My brothers used to tell, I believe they used to tell their friends, like, no, man, she ain't gonna want you. You ain't got no money. They thought it. They really did think that I would only deal with men with money. I have exquisite taste. But I can't be bought. Trust and believe, I cannot be bought. Money don't move me, really. Because at the end of the day, y'all see me, I'm real plain Jane. I got 1,000 pairs of shoes, probably 500 pairs of shoes, or 300 pairs of shoes or something. And I literally will wear the same, like, Uggs every day. I wear those Uggs every day. At the beach, especially in the summer, probably. Nah, but I like to get my feet done and show my feet off sometimes too. Yeah. So, but I can be real simple. Sometimes I just don't want to do all of that. Like, I like getting dressed up and looking nice. But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth is I hide. When I get dressed up, look at me. I just put a little bit of foundation on my face. I'm in my old sweatshirt that y'all know I wear all of the time. And this is a sweatshirt I wear all of the time. And then I on some black leggings and some black leggings, and I have on some black Uggs. Yeah. And so I'm so plain Jane that even in this, you stand out. When you go somewhere, you stand out. This is my favorite color. It's not just my favorite color, gold. It's really not my favorite color, but it's my most comfortable. It's my most comfortable sweatshirt. It's pink. Maybe 5 years ago, pink. That's how old this is. It's so thin. It's really paper thin. And there's a burgundy one that's just like it. And I love the color. I just love the color on my skin. So that's why, look at that. Ooh, on that skin tone. So, but my thing is this, that I like to hide sometimes. I don't like to show myself. People really think I want to be seen and I want to be all out there like that. But sometimes I dress down and I wear nothing and do nothing special to fit in, because I always stand out so many times. Everywhere I go, I stand out and I draw so much attention. That's because of the light that's in me. That's the gift of the spirit that's within me that shines and radiates and it draws love. Unconditional love is a magnet. People just love on you. They just want to be around you. They want to be close to you. And so when you operate in that unconditional love, out of the fifth dimension, when you operate in a space of just being kind to people, kindness is a magnet, people. Love is a magnet. And what is it that's hindering you from loving and being kind to people when it's in your power to do so? Why would you withhold this when it's truly in your power to do so? You would withhold joy, love, peace, happiness to people, healing. You know what healing does for the soul? You know what true love does to the soul? Do you know what kindness does to a broken heart? To somebody that's truly going through? And when you tap into those things, you tap into truly who you are. Some of you already are tapped into that, so just continue to operate out of that and use a little logic when it requires it, but choose love. People always choose love. Be on the right path. Always choose to heal your inner child so that your adult child does not have to continue to suffer. And the reason we are in the suffering and we go through this stuff is because there's lessons that we should have learned that we did not learn. And so what happens is we keep going back to the same people. We keep messing with the same spirits in different faces because we have not yet learned the lessons that we were supposed to learn. So what do you need to do? Possibly sit down with yourself, even your younger self, and go as deep as far back as you can remember. And even in some instances where you can't remember, where there was some trauma in your past that you may have blotted out, chose to forget, suppressed it so deep. Come on, trigger warning, because that's me. I go for the root. I go to the root. I go deep. I want to pull out the root of the problem. What it is your mother did for you, did not do. What it is your father, your auntie, your big sis, whatever they did. Sometimes you have to, it's not always about confronting people. When I had to deal with what I had been through in life, my mother was going through cancer. And so I could not talk about those things to my mother when she was already possibly on her deathbed. That's when Spirit, and I said to Spirit, why would you bring this up now, Spirit? And he says, because it's all about you. It left a residue. It left some remains in you. Those things, the way you was mistreated and done wrong in these things, it left some residue in you that you have been placating. You've been pretending like it ain't there. And it's there, and I need you to go and pull that thing up by the root. And so it was not about confronting the offenders. It was not about telling my mom what had happened and getting her to side with me or avenge for me at this late. What could she have done on her deathbed? with cancer that I can't do with spirit and cleanse that thing out. And so what you have to deal with the truth of what that did to you, and Google stuff, look it up, talk to a psychotherapy. A lot of us need to be in therapy. You really need to be in therapy. The inability to love and give love, therapy, go get some therapy. There's no love and you love hard. Yeah, it's okay to love hard, but it's not okay to be closed off to love and not to be able to access your sensitive side, not to be able to access your emotions, to cry when needed to cry, to smile when needed to smile, to be happy, to give and receive of love, pure unconditional love, in a loving and affectionate way. There's a lot of people love, and it's like, I've never seen so many adults talking about, oh, I love them, that this is how I show love. We're supposed to be able to show people love in whatever way they need it, y'all. Come on. We are multifaceted people. And if you need affirmations of love, I give you affirmations of love. If you need me to give you affectionate love, warmth, and hugs and kisses and smooches, yes, I'm going to turn off whatever in me says that I can't do it, and I'm going to do it because I love you. And that's what love does. Love will bend over backwards for the other one, for what it's doing, for its purpose, for its intentions to be met. And so should we. But we can't do that when we've been so scarred and so bruised and holding on to so much bitterness and resentment, and we just choose not to love. Choose to be hard. Choose to be callous. Choose to misuse and abuse people. Come on, people. Wake up. Be aware of what's right in front of your face. Be aware. Part of being enlightened and walking in spirituality is a part of basically being aware of my current situation, my circumstances, whatever they may be. Push me back a little bit. And so it behooves us that so basically everything I wanted you all to know is that when you're balanced in your feminine and your masculinity, you are able to do what you could do with a person or without a person. It's not always about having somebody. Spirit is pushing me strong to push you all and to let everybody know that, ladies, men, you can do the damn thing with or without a partner. That's how he gave me the vision of giving birth to a holy nation, a supernatural nation of people who can operate in their supernatural gifts, their innate abilities. And he said, you can give birth to this all by yourself. He said, that's what the holy inception was all about. About Holy Mary being, inseminated. And I'm a plant the seed in you, and you don't need the hands of no man. Yes, it's all about unity on the end. But he said the thing that I'm giving you to build, and this seed that I'm planting in you, the thing that you're going to nurture, you're going to see it do what it do all by yourself. With you and the divine, you and the Most High, you and the universe, you and your ancestors. We're going to do this thing. Raise up a nation of people that are active in their gifts to the fullest. And it's a shame that we have adults that truly really do not know what their gifts are. Email me. Let's get this conversation started. Let me help you. And it's just by a few sessions of me just talking to you, I'll be able to pull out your gifts and activate. Spirit said not only will you be able to pull out the gifts, but you'll be able to activate them in the gifts as well. Because soon as you recognize what your gift is, your gift will be activated. You'll begin to recognize. So basically, it's an awareness of my gifts. The gifts are always there. They've been dormant, or you've been operating in them, one or the other. And sometimes what happens is, because the gift comes so easy and it's so natural to us to do it, that we don't realize that it's actually, we've been doing it all along. But we need sometimes somebody to validate us until we're validated in God or in spirit in the universe for ourselves, because spirit will validate you with no man. Come on, he will validate you when no other man wants to validate you, or when no other man can validate you, because see, people can't validate what they can't comprehend. And so what happens is, as we rank up levels and levels, and the higher you go up, you will begin to see that, whoa, you don't know who I am. You can't validate me because you don't even know me in the spirit. I look foreigner. I look like a witch to you. Yes. Not realizing the mystics are close to God. They were the ones who were deep, engaged, infused in spirit. So basically, that's what I want you all to know. Be encouraged that whatever it is you're called to do in this season, you do not need a man to do it. You do not need a woman to do it. Yes, we need people to support our business. But ladies who are trying to hold on to marriages and relationships for the wrong reason, men who are trying to hold on to marriages and families and relationships for the wrong reason, Spirit wants us to know what autonomy is. He wants us to understand what it means to be strong in and of ourselves, to be powerful in and of yourself, not needing anything. Yes, anything that comes along is a blessing, and it's adding to. It should be. If it's not, you need to check yourself. That's for somebody right there. Somebody needs to know that. That's some stuff, because people are good at painting illusions for you. They're good at painting a picture of a whole beautiful ship out there. Look at me out there on that ocean in a beautiful 100-foot yacht. Yes, all white, just having an all white party. Yes, nice wood floors. It's just beautiful. I can paint the picture. But can you be aware enough to see whether or not I'm painting a picture or this the real thing? Don't let people paint pictures for you or what you dream of, and yet you're not consciously awoke to realize it's not what it is. It is not what it is. Change the view. It's not what it is. It was never that. So just be awake and aware in this season, people. And another thing I wanted to talk about was crowns. Y'all gonna see some people's crowns fall off in this season. A lot of people's crowns gonna fall off. No, I'm not talking about their crowns gonna be tilted. Some people gonna be dethroned. Their crowns gonna fall off, and they're gonna fall from grace. Don't be picking up nobody's crown, trying to put their crown back on their head. Let it be what it be. It is what it is in this season. A lot of people crowns about to fall off. Y'all about to see folks for who they truly are. Don't you dare pick up nobody's crown and try to put their crown back on them in this season. Maybe if it's crooked, you fix it. But if it falls the freak off, let it fall off. Because a lot of crowns are going to fall off in this season. Y'all going to see some folks, and y'all going to be shocked at people who's falling from grace being exposed in this season. Come on. Exposure is here. Why? Because you need to be able to see the truth from the fake. The real from the fake. Truth from false. People are straight up hypocrites. People who don't know God and don't have the Spirit of God in them, not one bit. Harvesting other people's gifts. Yes, it's coming. It's probably right in your face. But the moment I say it, I'm telling you, the moment I say it and you hear it, you're going to begin to see it in a way that you have never seen it before. It's going to be exposed. It's going to be revealed to you. It is no longer going to be hidden. And that's why it's so important to speak things out. Because the moment something is spoken out, it's uncovered. Whew. That's the interesting bird, right? Yellow and black. I wonder what kind of bird did that come from? So that concludes my talk for today. That's 30 minutes. I don't want to be too long. I have to start doing some shorts and making the videos a little longer. But I just want to empower you to be willing to stand strong with the Most High, even if it means you're going to be standing all by yourself. He got you. We got you in spirit and in truth. Come on, stand strong, stand for something, or fall for anything. So beautiful and peaceful out here. All right, be blessed, y'all.